Deegan had a little crash early in qualifying. Early, you won't see Shimoda. He's about 5th or 6th, but he goes to work quickly on Seth Hamaker, Tom Vial, and the rest.
Yeah, you just said it. Joe's been fast all year long, but Joe was on a different level today. Joe was on a different level. He was ultra fast as he's going to get around. This is Haiden Deegan. He's going to get around early in the first lap. Now, Joe was outside the top 6, 7. He goes around the inside of Juju Vermeer. Going to go around Seth as well. Make his way up, and by the end of the first lap, Joe was going to be in the lead, and boy, that lead kept growing.
Yeah, that was wild. There's Deegan and Vermeer battling as Shimoda puts the move on Hamaker. Vial, as you said, in the lead, but not for long.
Yeah, not for long. Second moto, he had a better chance, but Joe just had the flow going, and it looked really easy to me the way he was riding, and said he made some changes on the bike, and man, 40+ seconds, this guy was gone.
Seth Hamaker battling with Vial. Yeah, takes second.
Tom Vial coming back last weekend, had a good ride, finishing on the podium. Another good ride today, but here comes Haiden Deegan trying to do what he did the previous races, run down Joe after he gets around these guys, but that wasn't going to happen. Championship on the line. We kind of knew at the end of the day Haiden wanted to win, but he wasn't going to take too many risks. He's going to make his way around Seth right here for second place, and that was the problem. He was going to march up in this moto, tried his best to get to Joe, but Joe was just too far gone.
Yeah, no run toward Wasabi-san because he was spicy today, and the lead was nearly 40 seconds at the end of this moto, 39 and change when it was all said and done. So Shimoda, a huge first moto win, because these are all steps toward preventing Deegan from wrapping up the title with a race to spare, but he's got to replicate it in Moto 2. A little better start this time, but it's both KTMs, Vial and Vermeer.
Yeah, Tom Vial gets the whole shot this time, and he's going to stay in the lead a little bit longer. You can see Joe slide up into second place right here, and eventually he's going to get around Tom Vial. Tom stayed with him this moto, but I think Joe was just kind of letting this go. Joe goes around the outside on the second lap. Slowly pulls away. It wasn't 40+, but I believe just as dominant as he was that first moto, and it shows a lot how much he's improved. The team has improved the bike. Haiden Deegan, worse start than he did that first moto. Just going to slide his way, march his way up. Championship. The only way he can lose this thing is by doing something and hitting the ground. He wasn't going to do that, so he's able to end up second, third in this moto, but second overall. A solid day for Haiden Deegan. Same position. This is going around. He's set for third place. Tom Vial was up the track about 20 seconds, so this is about the farthest he was going to march up. Good day for Haiden overall. Tom.
Yeah, just not enough to wrap up that title. This is a kitchen moving up on Hamaker until this.
Yeah, Levi was right behind Haiden early in that race, and then started going backwards, and then it made his way back up. This was for fourth place if he was able to get around his teammate, but towards the end, loses the front end. Tough day for Levi, better day for Mr. Jo Shimoda.
1-1, third time he's done that in his career, but this was even more dominant than those previous. Jo Shimoda, absolutely the best 250 rider at Unadilla, and the bonus is the championship champagne is going to stay there at the truck, because Deegan, good ride today, will finish second overall, but the championship rolls on to Budds Creek. He'll have a huge lead. He'll just basically need to finish a moto there to wrap it. But for at least 6 more days, we can talk about Shimoda and the potential, something crazy happening and winning this 250 title. There's Vial joining Deegan and Shimoda on the podium. As you see the results there, Vial 4-2. Back-to-back podiums for Tom since he returned from injury. Hamaker 4th. Wants that first podium. Keeps coming close, but can't quite get it. Vermeer, a nice solid bounce-back ride today. The points here, the 43, you can only get 25 for a moto win. So even if Deegan were to have a DNF in a moto next week, he could still win the title. Marchbanks is third, and Harrop unfortunately broke his collarbone today. It's been a great summer for the Danish rider, but it looks like it's coming to an end. Show you the SMX points if you combine them. Deegan is clinched number 1, Shimoda has clinched number 2, and be interesting to have a points reset and a new showdown in a 3-race format between those two when the playoffs begin in September. And don't forget about Marchbanks, who's been darn good all year, both indoors and out.
Hi folks, Lee Diffie from NBC Sports. If you enjoyed what you just watched, well, it's time to bring the action and subscribe to the Motorsports on NBC YouTube channel. You can have it all: news, highlights, interviews, and analysis. So go for it.